Okay, so I just wanted to share with you this kind of minor little breakthrough that I've had. So you've seen on my channel before me experimenting with sort of playing with the Jam Origin MIDI guitar 2 to kind of get a little bit of a saxophone vibe. I wanted to try and create that sort of thing with the Helix, the HX Stomp, and the most obvious kind of reference point I think would be kind of that Pat Metheny tone. Now there'll be other videos on YouTube specifically from a chap called Alex Price which I'd check out. I haven't watched his video. I'm going to imagine he's going to be doing something similar to this. The preset that I started off with is my dual jazz tone, which you may be familiar with. Looks like this, but I've got rid of this AC34 norm. So that's kind of the starting point. There are other videos where I build this tone on YouTube, so you could go check those out. Here's the kind of key aspect to here. So I'm splitting after a Rochester comp down to here. And so if you wanted to figure out how to do that, you would take your block which you want to move and put path B, and that sends it down to this split parallel path. Now the key to this, I've experimented with a few. You've got a few different voices of synths with your they're in the legacy section of the pitch synth stuff, and this is the one that I really liked the most. So I've got the frequency set at 70%, the Q set at 53. The wave type is number 3, which is this really kind of smooth, soft sound. Pitch I've got up 100%, and the mix is 100%, and the level is minus 3.8 dB. And then after that, I've got a low-high shelf, which is taking off some of the kind of higher frequencies to make it even softer. So the high gain down at nearly minus 10 dB, and that point where that starts to tail down is at 993 Hertz. Then after that, I've got a dual delay, which is basically sending things stereo. So you've got a left time of 0 milliseconds and a right time of 5 milliseconds. You could experiment with opening that up if you want. Keep the feedback lower than that, that's not what I want. And keep the mix higher is what I actually want, but for whatever reason I've not done that. So you may want to experiment with also turning that chorus off is what I would typically recommend. So that would have been the settings that I intended, but the settings that I did have may also still work, and then it's going into delay and reverb. I also quite like the sound of the synth strings. If you turn the frequency down and the attack down and this speed down, and doing the same thing of keeping it into a low-high shelf. And then the other one that I quite like the sound of is the attack synth, and for this I've got the attack up high, the frequency down at 49, the wave type set to ramp, pitch up to 100%. So experiment with those three, let me know if you'd like the sound of any of those, or if they work for you. I've also got this on the Helix. I'll try and put together this same kind of preset for Podgo. We'll see how that works. Catch you in another video soon, hopefully that's useful to someone. As I say, go check out Alex Price's video. I don't know if he's doing exactly the same thing, probably something similar, and I'll see you in another video soon. Cheers.